Is there anything you want to talk about today?
Just that I'm excited to go. I'm always wanted to play football in West Virginia like my whole life and stuff, and now I finally get to do that.
Yeah.
I watched my dad's tapes, and I was like, before I even know what D1 football was or nothing like that, I was like, I want to play there. I didn't even know. I remember asking my mom when I saw it from here. I was like, what is the difference between Fairmont State and West Virginia? Because I had no idea.
Yeah.
She was like, one's D1, one's D2. Fairmont State's a good school, but we would prefer you to go D1. So from that point on, I was like, all right, well, what does it take to go D1? And she was like, well, I mean, just be really good at football. Just keep on doing what you got to do and stuff. And I was like, all right, well, you won't have to pay for my college then. I promised her that, and it came true. Yeah.
That's a cool story, man. And stay in those books too. That's the other thing. You got to stay in those books.
Yes, sir.
Do you know what you want to major in?
Communication.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
What are you gonna do with that?
Be like a sport. I want to be like a sports commentator one day. Stuff like that.
Yeah.
If the NFL don't work out or whatever, then I'll just have something to rely back on.
Yeah. You mean after the NFL?
Yes.
That's right.
After the NFL, I'll definitely after the NFL. But I'm just saying, what if something happens? I have something to come.
No, I hear you. Yeah. I just say, I always, Charlemagne the God, he always says, speak it into existence.
Yes, my mom says all the time.
Your mom says that?
Yeah, all the time.
Yeah, I believe in that, man. And, I know that if you say something and you mean it, it gives you the opportunity to then work towards achieving it. So,
yeah.
That's respect, man. Yeah, cool. I always thought I should, my whole life basically, people have told me I should either have a broadcasting degree, a communications degree, or be a lawyer. I didn't do any of those things. So it's cool that you're going to do that. You're going to pursue it.
Yeah.
So if you want to get into it, we can. If you want to just go to it. How much time do you have?
How much time do you need?
All right, good. All right. So I sent you the questions because I wanted you to think about, how you wanted to respond. I didn't want to just blindside you with stuff. And plus I wanted you to have a little bit of a thought about, whatever it was we were asking. So I'm going to go through. I got my questions here.
Yeah.
So I want to know, when did you know you were going to be a Mountaineer?
As soon as I committed. I didn't I always wanted, WG never really offered me like that. They offered me the day I committed, but they really never I don't want to say recruited me. But I was committed to Rutgers at the time, and I always wanted to get WG anyway, but I never thought they would offer me or anything because just never thought they would do that. But then Tony called me on he DM'd me on Twitter.
Tony Gibson?
Yeah, he DM'd me and asked me to give him a call in a few minutes, and I was like, yeah, I'll give you a call. But in that awkward situation is everybody on the WVU football staff followed me all at one time. So I was like, oh, something's about to go down. So when Tony DM'd me,
they all followed you on Twitter right there?
Yes, all at the same time. I got 5 or 6 notifications, and I was like, whoa, what's going on? But he called me, and then we were on the phone, and he was like, yeah, so what's up with you in Rutgers? What happened there? And I was like, well, I committed. I really didn't have anything else to really say about that. And he was like, well, you never wanted to be a Mountaineer. And I was like, I always wanted to be one, but you never really offered me a scholarship to go there. And that's the only way I'm going to college is off a scholarship. And he was like, well, we'd like to offer you full scholarship right now. And I was like, oh my God. And I was stuck in a situation for a couple hours because I was thinking, well, Dante was like, what are you going to do? And I was like, I don't want to upset Rutgers because they wanted me since the time they saw me.
Yeah.
But then again, it's where I want to go. It's not where, But my mom didn't want me to decommit from Rutgers at all. She was like, well, they wanted you since the beginning. You don't want to disrespect them like that. But I was like, Mom, my heart's where West Virginia is. I was always up around there. Always wanted to play there. And then she was like, well, you got to do what your heart wants. The hardest thing I've ever done in my life is decommit from Rutgers. Oh.
Really?
Yeah, especially after the few days of being committed. It was rough, but it's okay. I am where I want to be now.
That, like I said, I'm from Parkersburg, so I know what 304 means. I know what that means, and so your reaction, I think, is what the majority of 1.8 million people in the state would do when Tony Gibson called and said we want to give you a full scholarship.
Oh yeah, because like they all wanted me to go to WVU since they saw my my huddle and stuff, and they were like under like as soon as I posted my offer on there, they were like, oh, what are you like about time? Like, what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
And you know, people think I don't see the comments, and I really do. I see all that stuff. And I was like, well, you know, 1.8 million people want me to go, and I also want to go. My family wants me to go. My dad wants me to go, so I think I'm gonna go there. But yeah.
And you can't beat your dad yet, so you better do what he says, right?
I can beat him in a race.
Yeah, you better be.
But nothing else. Nothing else. Not yet.
Racing better be what you do beat him in then, because
he's got that dad mentality. Like,
yeah,
you're not beating me anything.
No, he's 100. I don't let my son win anything, and he's 6. He's never beat me in anything, so I don't blame your father.
Yeah, he's.
But all right, man. So let's get to the next one. So the next question I have for you is, if you could make a play against one Big 12 opponent, who would it be?
Oklahoma.
And why Oklahoma?
It's our rivals. They're the best team in the Big 12 besides us. They're They're the top teams, and I wouldn't want to make a big play against anybody else.
That's a good. Would you rather be at Milan Pushkar, or would you rather be in Norman?
That's a hard question because I want to be at Milan because it's a home crowd, but then again, I want to be there to make that big play in front of everybody there
and silence them, right?
Yeah. Like, me and my friend Maverick made up a play our freshman year. Like, we were talking about this since our freshman year. And it's that he went in as a fullback instead of a linebacker, but he was a linebacker at the time. And we were like, well, yeah, you'd be a goal line. Yeah. It'd be a goal line play, 4th and 1. We're up by 5. And if they score, they win, basically. And I would get him by the legs, and my friend Maverick would jump over the goal line and get him by the foot. Yeah, we just talk about stuff like that.
But again, man, speak it into existence.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he's playing fullback now, so it's different. But you.
But I mean, he might switch it because his brother switched over from tight end to defensive end. So something might happen.
Well, you can hold up your end at least. You can still do your part.
Yeah.
Now that's a good choice. We'll go to the next question then. If you could persuade one high school player, except any of your teammates from Fairmont, to come to WVU, who would it be?
Amir Richardson.
Oh. Hey, but he's already persuaded, so you got to get somebody else.
I mean, like, my brother. But he's, he's a teammate, but he's also my brother. It's kind of, I have a feeling he's going to come here anyway, but I can't really say anything. But I got to think. That's a hard question.
We got Dante. All right, I'll let you off the hook because I can tell you already said you didn't want to hurt Rutgers' feelings, so I can imagine you don't want to hurt anybody. You don't want to slight anybody else, so I appreciate that.
No.
All right, we'll go to the next one. What moment made you the most proud to be from West Virginia?
Yeah, just how, like, how good, like, I don't want to be cocky, but, like, I'm a good football player. And
what makes you think that?
And, like, going out of state and, like, doing really good against the top athletes in the country, people think athletes from West Virginia aren't good.
Yeah.
The way it is. So, if you go in there, like, that's my mentality going in. Like, oh, people don't think I'm good, so, I mean, I'm gonna shut their mouths. Like, at the opening, me and my brother did really good. Like, we're, like, 2 of the best D linemen there.
Trust me, I know.
And they were asking, they were like, where are you guys from? And as soon as I said West Virginia, they were like, what? They're like, people are like that up there? I'm like, yeah, you guys just don't pay attention to us. We are really good. We can go up against anybody else in the country. So, yeah, the look on people's faces when they ask me where I'm from and I tell them where I'm from, it's priceless. That's what makes me feel good.
I love that. You guys, you represent the state well.
Thank you.
I appreciate that.
Thank you.
All right. Who's the best football player you have ever played a game against? So I know you've been to, like, these camps, the opening. I'm talking about in a game, who's the best player you've ever played against?
Jeremy Dillon from Mingo.
For real?
Yeah. That kid is good.
But you don't want to try to persuade him to WVU?
He is currently going to Marshall for basketball, but yeah, that's I was kind of shocked when I found that out because he is really good at football. But
maybe you gotta get your recruiting hat on, man. Maybe you gotta get your
oh yeah,
recruiting hat
I
on.
might have to do. I might have to do something. But like the thing is, WV hasn't really offered him, so I can't really recruit like that. But
Well,
I mean,
you can keep his mind open.
yeah, Jeremy Dillon, yeah, he's really good.
All right. Would you rather be the first pick of the draft, the first pick in the NFL, you're the first guy to hug Roger Goodell, or you win the Heisman?
First pick of the draft.
Why?
Because, winning the Heisman is all cool and stuff, but some people that win the Heisman don't really produce like that in the NFL. It's a hard question too, but I'd rather just be the first pick of the draft because that's when, from that point on, you are going to change your family's life forever with the money sort of thing. But money's not really a thing for me. I would just rather just play, and plus, it's kind of like hard. I would just be the first pick of the draft.
One of the things I thought about when I was deciding to ask you that question, actually, it was my brother. My brother Jeremy's the other Raspy Voice Kid. If you don't follow him, you should. Jay and Fiend, always Mountaineer. Anyway, he came up with that question. I thought the difference is, to me, the Heisman can be political.
Yeah.
Like Randy Moss should have won the Heisman.
Mm-hmm.
He easily could have. But number one draft pick is not political.
Yeah.
If you are the number one draft pick, you earned that.
Yeah.
So that's
People will tell you, oh, you shouldn't have won the Heisman, but people can't tell you shouldn't have been the number one draft pick because you were the number one draft pick in the NFL draft. Like, you're good. It's not political like you said.
Yep, it's all about blood, sweat, and tears then. At that point, you earned it. There's no lobbying, no politicking.
Yep.
All right. So my brother wanted me to ask you, how some people get pumped up like they have something that helps them focus, something that helps them keep their goals in front of them. Do you have anything like that? Do you have anything that you've done in your life to make sure you reach the goals that you've placed in front of yourself?
Yeah, my freshman year, I wasn't gonna play football, I was a really good basketball player and stuff. But my mom was like, you should try it out. You should see how you like it. And I ended up liking it. But the thing is, like, I had to open up to, like, new things. And plus Dante's, like, my motivation, too, because we're, like, really competitive against each other and stuff.
I have two younger brothers. I know what that's like.
And we, like, push each other to, like, the max and everything. But, yeah, it's, like, my motivation. My parents are my motivation. My mom's that's one of the toughest women in the world. And she don't quit, so I'm not either. My dad, he went to the NFL. That's one of my motivations too, because I don't want to stop with just him. I want to go to the NFL draft. I want Dante to go to the NFL draft. I want my other brother to go to the NFL draft. We just want to keep the draft going. That's one of my motivations too.
So your dad laid the legacy, and you're just trying to further it.
Plus, it'd be fun too. It's not really a job if you're having fun.
Yeah, they say if you do what you love, you won't work a day in your life.
Yep.
Like I said, I have two younger brothers. I'm 3 years and 3 weeks older than the youngest, and he's the guy you hear on the podcast with me. And so when you say you and your brothers push each other, same thing, man. Competitive. I don't let them win nothing. Whatever they get, they earn, and we push each other. So I love that you guys have that.
Yep.
But you got to represent for the big brothers, man. Don't let no little brother win nothing.
Oh no, I don't. I really don't ever.
And don't worry about he won't cry. He's grown, right? He's big. He's all right.
Yeah, he'll be all right.
All right. So who are you most? This is a two-part question. Who are you the most excited to play with that's already on the roster at WVU?
I mean, I want to play with Reese Donahue.
Oh, Donahue, yeah.
He's a really good player, and I want to play with him, and we can be a duo one day.
You know him pretty well?
But, I mean, I know he went to school at Cabell Midland. I talked to him a few times, like last year before he was a senior in high school. I was a junior. I talked to him a few times like that, but then I figured like since he can do all the stuff he's done so far, that I can do him too. So I'll be excited to play with him. And like my roommate Lamont McDougal,
yeah,
I'm excited to play with him too because he's like another big guy like me. So I'll see how that works out.
I was excited to see that dude. So then that was my next question. Who are you looking forward to the most in this class? And so Lamont McDougal was your answer.
Mm-hmm.
Look, man, you getting all the answers before I even get them out.
Because we're both really big guys. We both play the same position. Well, I'm gonna play defensive. He's gonna play nose guard. He's strictly a nose guard. He's a big kid.
Well, they got you listed at 6'1", 295. Is that accurate?
No, not at all. No, I'm 6'2", 278.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not 6'1", 295. I was like, when I looked at that, I was like, what? I did not measure 295. I was so confused. I was like, I called Dorchester. I was like,
what is this?
Why am I 295? He's like, that's what we measured you. I was like, no, I saw the scale. That's not what.
Hey, man, where did 17 pounds come from? Because that's not just a little bit.
I was like, it's all right, though.
And then they took an inch from you, too. They made your weight up, and they took the height down.
Yeah. I was like.
You got to check somebody, man. You can't let that happen.
It's all right, because I'd rather someone underestimate me and then me just come out and just bust them in the mouth than,
I feel like that is the spirit of West Virginia in general. Sugar Bowl, no chance. Fiesta Bowl, no chance. And you saw what we did.
I'm saying no one believes in West Virginia at all, and it makes me so mad, because I'm like, don't believe. No, I'd rather you not believe in me, because I'm just going to come out and surprise you, and then what?
You're going to get it. Well, one of the things I always say, the thing I love about WVU, especially if you're on a recruiting, I would imagine if you were recruiting, one of the things that I think would be useful is to say to a kid that we have enough size to be respected, to be recognized as a legitimate football team, winning his program to never win a national championship. And I don't know if we should be proud of that or embarrassed. I don't know. But a guy like you has the opportunity to do something that nobody else has done at WVU. And that's win a national championship.
Yeah.
Those other schools, they've already had those things, but West Virginia hasn't had that. You can be the guy. You guys can be the class. You and your brothers can be part of what brings that to the Mountain State, and you know what that would mean.
Oh, yeah, it would mean a lot because, it's a respect thing, too. No one respects us either. So if we go out and, win that national championship, people are going to earn respect. So they're going to be like, oh, well, hey, maybe WVU can play a little bit of ball,
What are they going to say? It's done.
Yeah, they can't say we are trash. They can't say we're not good because we got a ring. We got a national championship. I mean, what else can you say?
All right, so it's you. Let me ask you this. So it's you, Lamont, Dante. Y'all going out. It's about to be lit. Who's going to be the flyest? Who dresses the freshest?
Lamont.
Lamont?
Yeah.
You didn't have to think about that, man. You came right away with Lamont?
No, it's Lamont. He dresses he's that Florida dude that has that Florida swag coming in.
All right, I'm going to check him out.
He drove a Bentley to prom.
I saw that.
Yeah.
Hey, don't say that too loud, man. They have some investigations out there. All right, next question then. All right, so Lamont can be the flyest. He stays the freshest. All right. So when you get out, wherever you're going, who does the best with the ladies?
Oh, that's me. That's me. That's all me.
That's the right answer. That's the right answer,
Yeah.
Playboy. I like that.
But, at the same time, I got a girl at home. I got a girl here, so I can't really be.
I know. I'm not saying that you were out trying to hide.
Oh, I know what you mean. If I was single, it'd be me.
That's right. I understand.
Yeah.
Again, like I said, I'm the oldest brother, so I always did better than my brothers. In case they're watching, they know what's up.
Yeah.
I understand. So now that leads me to my last question. Royal Rumble, you, Dante, for the championship belt, who wins in the ring?
So ask that question again?
If you are in the ring, if this was the Royal Rumble, right? And the only two guys left were you and Dante, who wins the Royal Rumble?
Me. I have that older brother mentality. You're not beating me.
That's right.
Ever. You're not. You
got to son him.
Right. You're not beating me in nothing. I will do everything I can for you not to beat me. You're not doing that.
Well, good looks, man. I appreciate you calling us, Skyping us.
No problem.
This is a good interview, man. You answered the questions. You're very articulate. And my favorite thing about you, because I'm 34 years old. I've seen big name recruits come.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, the second biggest was I don't know if you remember him, Jason Gwaltney. Remember that guy?
No. Mm-hmm.
I remember stopping my whole day to go see him announce on ESPN where he was going. He was the number one recruit in the nation, and it was down to us in Ohio State. And when he said West Virginia, man, you know how you felt when Gibson offered you. That's how I felt. That's how excited I was.
You're like,
well, when Gwaltney came, he's from New York. He's actually, my parents are from New York. He's from Long Island like they are. North Babylon High is where he went. when he came, he showed flashes of the talent everybody was expecting, but things just didn't work out. You know, he was a 5-star and things just didn't work out. So when I hear a guy like you, as focused as you are, as serious as you are, as a Mountaineer, I can't wait to tell my brothers, like, I love seeing this, man, and I hope it stays that way.
Oh, it definitely will.
On and off the field.
Yes, sir.
Make your parents proud and make all of us proud. You know, I work in hospitals, and I actually work with a guy named Andre O'Neill who went to Marshall, and he played with your dad in the league. And he told me, he asked your dad how he got off the ball so fast. You know what your dad said?
What did he say?
He said he didn't wait for the hike. He just watched the ball. And as soon as the center just barely flinched his arm, like flexed like he was going, he knew the ball was going to be hiked.
Yeah, that's what I do. That's what I do. I don't watch.
Or he'd watch the quarterback's shoulders when the quarterback would, like, move like he was getting the ball. He didn't have to hear or see anything else. He could just watch that and go.
Yeah, that's what I do. I don't watch my opponent. I watch the ball or the quarterback because, you know, you can say hut and the dude could be slow coming back off the ball too.
Or they change the snap count.
Yeah, they can. I just watch the ball. Like, I literally just watch the ball like this each time.
When he told me that, I thought, man, that's genius. that's low-key genius. Just watch the quarterback's shoulders and get to him. You have anything else you want to talk about? Anything you want to tell? Anything you want to ask me?
Mm-mm.
Do you know if you're going to redshirt?
I hope not. You know, my dad asked Bruce Tall about that. So he was like, well, as long as, you know, I don't want to pretty much tell you if you are or not because I want to see how you work. So like, he's like, if you work hard, you know, if you do what you got supposed to do, if you pick up on things and you're not going to redshirt, I'm going to play you. But, you know.
The guys who can play.
Yeah.
And we lost a lot on the defensive line. I think combined 78 career starts. So there's a chance for you to make a name for yourself and improve on that legacy real early, man, starting in fall camp.
Oh, yeah.
But that's up to
I'm
you.
Excited.
So,
I'm excited.
And you're number 97.
Yep.
Do you have a favorite WVU uniform? What's the uniform that you think is the most lit?
All white.
All white?
Yes.
Stormtroopers?
All white. Yes, all white.
I like it, man.
It's my favorite one. It's my favorite one ever.
All right. Let me look. I think that's it. I don't think I have any more questions for you. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
No problem. Thank you for having me on.